on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another episode of MUT Recap. It's our weekly series here on YouTube where we go over everything that's happening in the world of Madden 20, MUT 20. Let's jump on into it. Of course, we're going to start with our weekend league, and boy, was it rough. It was not good. We got 14 wins. Really struggled. Let's talk about my weekend league. And of course, guys, if you had any bad experiences or just things you want to talk about regarding gameplay in Weekend League, leave it down below in the comments section. So I started 2-0, right? Everything's good. Flowers, I'm happy. Then I went to 2-4, and it was bad. So we lost 3 games in a row that were all very close, like one possession, fourth quarter games I definitely could have won. I don't, at this point, remember like how good my opponents were or if they were like just BS losses, but I lost 3 games in a row that were easily winnable. So we went to 2-3, loaded up the next game. I think it was Saturday because I only played so many games. I think that was it. Yeah, that was Friday. So I loaded up my first game for Friday, stuck at the loading screen. Lost right there. So I moved to 2-4, and at that point I just knew this weekend league was not going to be for me, and I was right. We ended up going like on a really nice run. I think we won 9 out of 10 games at one point, got to I think 11-5. I think it was 11-5, and then it just went downhill again. As you can see, we only finished with 14 wins. So what did I struggle with this week? Obviously I couldn't stop the run once again. It just seems like no matter what I try, listen, people come in the Twitch chats, they give me all these suggestions. Spread your linebackers, pinch your line, spread your line, pinch your linebackers, crash up, crash down, crash everywhere. 3-4 this, 4-3 that, 4-4 this, 4. It's just not consistent. That's what it is. Like some games I can stop it, some games nobody will just get by a blocker. Like my opponents just have wide open running lanes, and it's completely frustrating. And I really think the biggest issue with it is the pursuit angles. Like players are not going, the AI defenders are just not going towards the football carrier, and they're taking really bad angles, and it's just easy to run past people. So it's that, and then just good blocking, and it was just a struggle. I also ran into 2 games in like a 3-game span where I had to play opponents who were in white Dallas Cowboy uniforms, and I'm in white Philadelphia Eagle uniforms, and it just, one game I had to quit in the second quarter. I just could not see anything. I couldn't pick up any. It's not so much where I struggle on offense, it's defense. When that happens, it's hard for me to figure out who I'm guarding. It's hard to stop the runner because it's just a mess, and it's been a problem in Madden forever. I'll be honest, when I was down in EA capturing this, or capturing early footage for Madden 20, I went into a solo, white on white uniform, sent it to Kralo sent it to whoever, and it just still hasn't been addressed. So I guess I'll have to bring it up again. And then just getting locked into animations is really frustrating when you kind of like, you damn near run the route for your, against your opponent, and they throw it up and you don't get a user animation. Instead, they get some like possession catch or animation. Possession catch animation or aggressive catch animation, and you just can't do anything. Like you can feel your player just get morphed into it, and just drop picks in general still really plague me. It's just like when your opponent's throwing out routes all game, right? And then you go boom, hard flat, you play a cover 3 shell, put one of your outside corners in a hard flat, and they still throw it, and just somehow they get this animation in front of your defender when you just adjust it perfectly. It's like, those are the types of things I just can't stand. So that was my weekend league. How was yours? Let's go through the leaderboard really quick here. Monthly rewards, our monthlies end next week, so we still have one more week left of this before the month ends. I know September ends today, but not in weekend league world. So here's the top 25. We got 3 guys who went 25-0. Henry, who is Drip or Drown. Volterax, no surprise there. I'm not sure who this is. John Wick instead of John Wick. Get it? John Wick. I wonder if he's from Philly. All right, let's see what gets you into the top 100. Looking like 19 wins, and we got quite a few people with 19 wins. Actually, we don't. About 10 people. So pretty on par with what we've been seeing lately. I think, again, a lot of the pro players are playing salary cap right now and trying to qualify for club series, team clubs, whatever the heck it's called. So let's go ahead and recap the week here. Monday, of course, we got flashbacks, and it was Eric Ebron and Marcus Peters. The Ebron card looked pretty solid from what I remember. Tuesday, we had house rules, and I would honestly say this is one of my favorite house rules of the year so far. So it was double treble. You got 2 points for every tackle for loss, 2 points for interceptions, 2 points for every 20-plus yard play, and then touchdowns were normal. A lot of people upset about the number of wins to get the big prize. You needed 30 wins. People have jobs. I definitely get it. I think 25 would have been more of a fair number, but like, they did extend it, so that was really cool. I'm happy they did that. Maybe that's something they look into doing every week. Keeping the win requirements kind of the same, but maybe extending it out until Friday mornings instead of Thursday mornings. That would be nice, because I understand people got to work. I work too, guys. Luckily, the way my schedule is that I'm off Wednesdays and Thursdays, so I do get like a full day to play them. But I totally get it. I love the fact that they still continue to reward us for playing above and beyond those 30 wins. Really good opportunity to win, to get multiplayer wins. As you can see, I'm sitting at 65 right now. So I really like that. I think I ended up winning 45 games. I wish I played more instead of playing Weekend League on Thursday, but it is what it is. So I thought House Rules was a success. I ended up getting lucky with the poll and getting Desmond Trufant. I do see a lot of people saying, like, I spent all these hours just to get, training because I pulled Phillip Rivers or Cam Jordan. I totally get it there. Maybe like they did with the Theme Diamond House Rules reward. Keep it the full amount of training, so still make it a nat card, but give it the full amount of training. Maybe that would help out. That's a suggestion that I will give to EA on that. Team of the week was very, very forgettable. Limited Mark Ingram. Nobody was rushing to get that card, except for maybe Saints and Ravens fans. The heroes were Keenan Allen, who's typically just not a well sought after wide receiver in MUT, and Clay Matthews. Like, we already have LT, we already have Von Miller. It was just a big L overall. Wednesday, heavyweights Kyle Juszczyk and Sheldon Rankins. Thursday, my boy Sonny Michel, who got a signature for the Patriots, and Tre'Davious White, which that card was really good. Probably one of the top 3, top 5 corners in MUT right now. Look like a good card, put it that way. Friday, we had, of course, our veterans. My topic that I want to go over here. I see a lot of people complaining about veterans, and rightfully so. The cards are ass. I'll be honest, the cards are ass. But to me, I look at veterans and say, these cards just aren't for me. Some of us have to realize that we all, this whole community doesn't have a bunch of God squads. There are people out there who these 86 overall cards are usable. These cards are cards they could use. So I think veterans is more so to give those people who are not going to get like Josh McNown's not going to get a card in MUT Heroes. Let's be real. I like veterans to give those guys who ain't getting cards that people don't want. They help with theme teams. Of course, you can put all 32, not at the same time, but you have the choice to put any chem that you want to on that card. So I am a fan of veterans. They need to bump the overalls up, like make them on par with the heavyweights and flashbacks, but at the same time, I'm okay with the way veterans are working. I did see, I think it was CC suggest get rid of veterans, do Campus Heroes. I'm all for that as well. If EA did that, that would be awesome. We also got the MUT 10 Legend. It was Megatron, free safety. A lot of people disappointed in that decision. I wasn't so much in the decision, but I thought he would be the wild card and not the safety. I said this in my video Friday. This worries me. I think that they might not have the rights to Sean Taylor. If they didn't drop this card, a Sean Taylor card, for this release, I don't think Sean Taylor's coming out unless they strike up a deal with him later on. I don't know if they don't have one, but that's just my hunch. To do a safety position, 10 years of MUT, the favorite, most sought after players, and it not be Sean Taylor, makes me think that they weren't able to get his rights this year. So I thought Megatron would be the wild card. He is not. That leaves a wild card left. I think it's going to be Devin Hester now at this point, but we'll have to wait and see. But that Kelvin Johnson, really good for the people that got his full card and powered him up. I played one guy who I think was a top 100 player, Neighborhood Debo's his name. He had Acrobat and Lurker on that card, and man, it made some plays being usered. Saturday, Troy Aikman, Champ Bailey. I saw a lot of people talk positive about the Aikman. I'm gonna hate on him because he's a Cowboy, and rightfully so. I should. Being an Eagle fan, that's how I should be. The Champ card looks good. Good agility, good man coverage, good speed. Zone a little low, press a little low. Those things worry me, but I might pick that card up when it gets a little cheaper. I want to wait and see like what cornerbacks we get from MUT Heroes or whatever promo comes out this week. And that was the week of our content. Speaking of MUT Heroes, we think it's coming this week. Kralo said at the beginning of one of the Good Morning Maddens on like Wednesday or Thursday, the new program will be coming late next week, which would be this week. Everybody thinks it's MUT Heroes. There was a MUT Heroes like reward for monthlies at one point, and then they took it away. So it pretty much confirmed it's coming. This is usually the time of the year it comes out, but October starts tomorrow. We're looking at MUT Heroes and probably Most Feared all in the same month. I think we're in for a good content month. MUT 10 will probably be an offensive card this week, so I think tight end or tackle. I still think it's going to be Gronk or Jonathan Ogden. No house rules this week, so house rules is going to be every other week now. I wish it was every week, but it's just I'm okay with it not. If that means that the dev team is using that time to get these promos ready, to make them better, to maybe give us more solos during the promos, I'm okay with that. Also, I think we had an expectation house rules would be coming out every single week because it did last year, but last year we really needed house rules because we had no content. There were no cards coming out, and I think that was their way of maybe trying to help us out there. Now we're getting content every day. Some of it's pretty trash, but we're still getting it every day. So I'm okay with house rules only being every other week. It kind of helps me plan my schedule too, honestly. And that's all I got for content and everything. Team of the week, I'll rattle them off really quick here. Let me know yours down below in the comment section. I'm going to go with the Heroes. I'm going to go Nick Chubb and Jadeveon Clowney. For the limited, I'm going Jameis Winston. Some of the other cards I've written down, Jordan Howard, Devontae Adams, though he probably won't get one because he has that SID card. Michael Kendricks had 2 sacks in a game. Would be good for an Eagles team. Desmond King had like 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Wayne Gallman, Leonard Fournette, even though I don't think they'll give him one. Lots of yards, no touchdowns. There's a lot of guys that had a lot of yards, like Robert Woods had tons of yards. I think 13 catches, no touchdowns. But those are the names I got. Let me know yours down below in the comment section. We will finish the video out by taking a look at our team here as we have, this is the offense. We picked up Mike Vick this week. We moved Deshaun Jackson to wide receiver number 2 because we got Philadelphia Eagles tier 5, which adds that +1 speed to all of our Eagles cards. So we moved OBJ back to wide receiver number 4. I think I'm going to end up selling OBJ pretty soon. Offensive line looking pretty solid. We powered up Kelsey last week to a 90. Ertz is up to a 91 now with all these Eagles chems. We will be getting Melvin Gordon Tuesday because then we'll have enough trophies to power or to get that card from the competitive store. So there is our offense, and then our defense looking solid here. Don't think we made any changes other than we got Trufant in the house rules event. We picked up DRC as our 5th wide receiver. So any suggestions on upgrades, let me know. I'm waiting for MUT Heroes before we make any changes to the squad. Hoping to maybe look for some better defensive tackles. Our ends are good. Maybe another cover linebacker or just a linebacker in general. Honestly thinking about picking up Patrick Willis because I want another run. I need a run stuffer for that 3-4, another middle linebacker. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace.